Howdy doody, vinyl community. I am back for a vinyl update. Uh, on vacation and been hanging out, watching some movies. Uh, there's some other stuff I need to do, like clean some records, listen to some records, you know, try to catch up on some things. Um, it's like really dark in here. I don't know why. Let's see if I can help the situation here. That didn't really help, did it? Anyway, uh, we went to Half Price Books clearance sale. I don't know. I guess it was it last weekend or the weekend before last. I'm not sure. And it was at the Nutter Center, which is an arena here in this area. It's actually the last place that or where we seen Kiss last summer. Um, it's in a smaller room that they have this clearance sale. I want to say they have it twice a year in this area, but I'm not positive. We've been to it once before. So I'll be showing, I'll be making two videos of the stuff that I got there and then some other stuff that I've been accumulating too. So start off here. And these are, I'm going to try to keep these in some sort of order. But we got Half Price Books bag that they gave us when we came in the door, you know, to fill up, and then we got a cart as well. And let's see the books that I got, because they had books and CDs and video games and records. I got this Very Scary Almanac, which it's a kid's book, but you know it has some really cool information and some cool graphics in here. Let's see. It's got a picture of my cat. So there's Edgar Allan Poe in this one. So yeah, that was real cheap. All their stuff was real cheap. And then I got this Nirvana FAQ book, fairly thick book. I have a lot of other books of this nature because they came out with one for for about everyone. I think I have a Black Sabbath one, and I'm not sure what, a Kiss one, and then I'll also pick this up, Prog Rock. And I don't think I'd seen this one before, so picked those up for real cheap. And then didn't get these at the sale, but I thought I'd show these in this video. This is a new issue of Shindig, picked up recently. And this box set here on the back, I definitely got to get it. It's a Shocking Blue box set. 13 original albums, so that's awesome. Definitely got to pick that up. And then I picked this up at the flea market we went to this weekend. One of the guys there runs one of the booths that we go to, had these put back for me. This is volume 1 of the complete Crumb comics, the early years of Bitter Struggle. And I'd shown these on some other ones that I have in some other videos. And this is a lot of early material, so it's a lot. It's not really the typical artwork that you expect from Crumb. This is in his formative years. I'm going to try to get all of these if I can. I think there's 18 volumes. I think this is my third or fourth volume that I have. This is, like I said, volume 1. So I got volume 2 put back to get next, and I'm not sure what the other ones are I have. But anyway, if you're a fan of Art Crumb and you see these, you definitely want to get them. And now on to the vinyl. I'm going to show half the vinyl that I picked up in this video, and I'll show the other half in the next video from the Half Price Books clearance sale. This record, they had about 3 different test pressings there, and I was amazed that they had test pressings. But this one is, to get this right, it's Buck Owens, Sweethearts in Heaven. and this is the paper that came with it, with the track listing. 1969 of October 27th, test pressing. And then here's the actual sleeve with the number there on the corner. And then it had this cardboard sleeve. It's on Star Day, but there's the, I seen this and it's like, actually Kat seen it, because she was flipping through records next to me and she was a couple stacks ahead of me, and she goes, look at these, and it's like, oh my god, they're test pressings. Now, I wanted to get all of the test pressings they had. There was one with a compilation that had one Beatles song on it. I don't remember what the other artists were, but the records was the first thing I went through, so I didn't want to, pile up too much stuff before I even got a chance to look at everything. But I'm sure that someone snatched them up. I think there was 2 left after I bought this one. The reason I bought it is not because it was Buck Owens so much, even though I do like Buck Owens. Mainly just because I didn't have a test pressing, never seen one. So a chance to get a test pressing of anyone, for almost nothing price-wise. All the records were 50 cents. So, I had to pick that up for that. And then this was another surprise that I found. The Mothers of Invention, of course, Frank Zappa. This one is absolutely free. And here's the way it looks like this. I want to say I have this record already, but like I said, for 50 cents, I was amazed that it was even in there. Let's see here. Get it out of here. It's not in the best condition in the world, but I didn't expect much. For 50 cents, like I said, I didn't even expect it to be there, so. Let me show the gatefold. I don't think I showed that. But yeah, Frank Zappa, any of his early stuff, and if you're really a fan, any of his later stuff. So yeah, there's that. And then this Disco Train by Donny Osmond. I think I already have this too, but I'm on this Donny Osmond kick, so I went ahead and picked it up just for the sheer novelty of it, and like I said, the price is, it's not going to break you either way. And then this one, the Hanleys Sing Gospel. It's just a great cover. I'm a sucker for this stuff. No one else wants it but me, so, look at this. Look at these. You gotta look at that picture. That's great. So great as the incense smoke swirls around it. And this is another one from the Hanleys, Come Home, My Child. And it's funny, this one was marked 25 cents, but I paid 50 for it, so. Did I get ripped off? Some people would say yes, but I'd say no. And her hair is just so ridiculously great. And it's on Sing Records. This one was one of the last ones we seen before we left. We were walking back to the checkout, and I seen this in the corner of my eye. I put a few records back, and Kat was actually buying these for me. And she said, you can get one more if you put one back. So, okay, Mom. But, she was nice enough to buy them for me, so I really shouldn't say that. Spooky Halloween. The Wonderland Singers and Accompaniment. This came out in 1974. I'd never seen this record. And Kat would have got it herself. But, it's quite destroyed. Not really destroyed beyond playable, but it's scratched up there. This side's orange, that side's yellow. But, we've discussed that in videos before that, I'm not so picky about it. And then this one, Rosetta Stone. I had no idea there was a band called Rosetta Stone. But you learn something all the time. And there they are on the back. I'm not sure what kind of music this is. They sort of look like the Bay City Rollers. It's on Private Stock Records. So, yeah, I'll probably like this one. There's a song in here called Rock and Roll, I'm Coming Home. Free as a Bird, You Really Got Me. I think that's what sold it right there if they do that song, the Kinks song. And this one, Stanley Turrentine. Don't mess with Mr. T. Stanley Turrentine is a jazz artist that I've just recently got into. This is a CTI record, which is other an actual record label that I've been curious about and aware of recently, based on Stanley Turrentine, and there's quite a few that I would like to pick up. And you know, I really like the album covers and the designs. They're this real glossy design, you know, similar to Command Records, and you know I love those. So Stanley Turrentine, some good jazz. And this one was an early Chicago record. This one's just called Chicago's Transit Authority, which is, I guess that was their original name before they shortened it to Chicago. So this was, I want to say this is their first album. I'm not positive about that. It's a double album. I don't think I had this one anywhere, but I wanted to get it just based on the songs and it being, and it being one of their earlier ones. It has, does anybody really know what time it is? Beginnings is on here. Those I'm a Man, that's a great song, which is a cover. So yeah, I picked that one up. Like I said, price was right. And sorry about my sinuses, are really driving me crazy this past few days. So it's truly not the incense. Before I lit an incense, my sinuses were driving me crazy. Actually, it's not as bad today as it was the day before yesterday. So anyway, the last record I want to show is an artist that I used to not really be a fan of so much. I was intrigued by him. I listened to a lot of Christian music in the 90s, and so I watched a lot of Christian videos and stuff. And it's Carmen. This one's called Coming On Strong. This was an earlier one. Carmen's later stuff, he got like really theatrical in his videos, and his lyrics was, you know, sort of over the top. And some Christians, I'm sure, probably didn't agree with his approach, but this was probably before he started going off the deep end, as I would put it. So there you go. There's a whole mess of records, various, you know, variety of stuff. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't watched. Please subscribe. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Whatever, you know what I'm saying. By the way, this is I just happen to be wearing this shirt, and today is the, I want to say, 30th anniversary of Return of the Living Dead, the second movie from the Living Dead series. 30th, 32nd, something random. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.